This week on Vallo News, the Amber Alert for a kidnapped 3-year-old girl from Birmingham has been expanded, but there's still no sign of Camille McKinney.
And Dr. Laura Bloom won the 22nd annual Life Raft debate. She stops by our studio to talk about her big win.
Plus, check your fridge, why Publix is recalling some of its cheese. Vallo News starts right now. Hello and welcome to Vallo News. I'm Kelly Garrett.
And I'm Nick Norris. Thanks so much for joining us. An Amber Alert is still in effect as Birmingham police are trying to locate 3-year-old Camille Cupcake McKinney. Birmingham police have expanded the alert to surrounding states. This picture of Camille shows what she was wearing when she was last seen on October 12th, around 8:30 p.m. Police have 2 people of interest in custody, but there's still no sign of Camille. Today, Governor Ivey said her office will offer a $5,000 reward for information leading to an arrest and conviction in this case, or about Camille's location. If you have any information, call the tip line at 205-297-8413.
Turning to campus news, Dr. Lonnie Edwards served as the keynote speaker during UM's 123rd Founders Day celebration. Dr. Edwards, who was one of UM's first African-American male student athletes and a 1971 graduate, credited his life's success to his time at Montevallo, saying the university was a perfect fit. Dr. Edwards encouraged seniors to make a difference in the world by stepping out of their comfort zone to experience new things. He was also recognized by current members of UM's basketball team who joined him on Palmer Stage. Founders Day also recognized seniors for their hard work and dedication to Montevallo. During the investiture ceremony, seniors took an oath, put on their graduation gowns for the first time, symbolizing their academic accomplishments.
4 professors and the Devil's Advocate battled for the last seat of the raft at the 22nd annual Life Raft debate, which wrapped up the Founders Day traditions. Dr. Scott Viragona returned to the stage for his second turn as MC for the debate. Returning champion Dr. Alex Behringer once again represented English. Mr. Brooke Pruitt represented Mass Communication, followed by Dr. Laura Bloom from Family and Community Services. Dean Stephen Kraft from the Stevens College of Business was the final contestant trying to get on the raft. Dr. Stevens Parker acted as devil's advocate and tried to persuade voters that no one deserved the final seat.
After all the arguments were made, voting opened, and this year's organizers hoped to have everyone cast their ballot via a QR code. But the code stopped working not long after voting began, and they had to create a separate link. Eventually, Dr. Viragona returned to the stage to announce the winner. Take a look.
Now the moment we've all been waiting for. The votes have been tallied, and the winner is... Laura Bloom, FCS.
After all the votes were counted, Dr. Laura Bloom earned the final spot on the raft. She was presented with the winner's oar, which has the names of previous debate winners engraved on it.
Dr. Bloom stopped by our studio earlier today to talk about her big win.
She sat down with Vallo News reporter Ryan McGarty. Take a look.
Joining me in studio today is Dr. Laura Bloom, an associate professor of FCS here at UM, and the winner of the 2019 Life Raft debate. Dr. Bloom, thanks for being here.
You're welcome.
So how did you come up with the game of life idea you used during your argument?
So family consumer sciences is all about life in general. It's dietetics, nutrition, child development, family relations, health and wellness, relationships, retail, merchandising, etc. And so I decided to tie one of our national logos to the game of life as well. And so it just all fit together and helped me come up with a nice, concise argument.
And how did you feel going into the debate? Like, were you nervous, or did you go in expecting to win?
I didn't go in expecting to win. I did go in trying to do the best that I could do and to represent my department and verbalize what all that we do in a way that would be convincing in an argument.
The key to winning the life rate debate is getting the audience to react to your argument. What part of your argument do you think did this the best?
Probably tying it into saving their lives, although the audience did get a little bit of kick out of mentioning the birds and the bees.
Who did you think was going to be your biggest competitor going in?
I thought they all were. I had never done this before, and I did a lot of research going into it to try to know what to expect. But I thought everyone involved did an excellent job, and I was really impressed with what they did and kind of shocked when I did win.
So as the winner of the 2019 event, you have the opportunity to compete again next year. Have you already started planning your argument for next year?
Funny question that you asked, because yes, I have. We actually talked about it in the office this morning. Yes, but I'm not going to reveal any preconceived notions at this time.
All right, that's all the time we have. Dr. Bloom, thanks for being here.
Thank you so much for having me.
The Life Raft debate was live streamed by UM's Mass Communication program. You can rewatch the entire debate on the Montevallo for You YouTube channel.
Construction is underway on the Triangle parking lot behind Harmon Hall. The new lot will add 15 faculty and staff spaces. The lot will include new crosswalks, enhanced lighting, and a pocket park. The tree located in the triangle will not be cut down during construction. According to President Stewart's original timeline, the new lot should be finished by the end of the week. There are signs of a new club here at Montevallo. UM's American Sign Language Club aims to teach members about ASL and help them hone in their signing abilities through events, activities, and interactions with others.
Culture and information pertaining to deaf education. We felt the ASL Club would give us a perfect opportunity to work and talk to each other and just have a nice conversation through signing. I've had a lot of fun meeting new people that are interested in sign, but other people that are already more skilled that can help me sign.
The ASL Club meets in Wheels 100 every Wednesday from 4 to 5. The club is open to anyone. Delta Gamma is hosting their annual Anchor Splash Philanthropy event Tuesday. Sororities and fraternities will compete in several water relays and synchronized swimming. All proceeds will go to their philanthropy Service for Sight. The event is open to students and starts at 7:30 p.m. in the Student Activity Center.
The University of Montevallo Police Department will be holding a reception this week honoring Officer Jerron Thomas. Officer Thomas has been named UMPD's Officer of the Year. The reception will take place Tuesday, October 15th at 5 p.m. at the Student Retreat Center. The Montevallo Fire Department held its 42nd annual Montevallo Fire Prevention Parade Saturday. Folks crowded Main Street to see Montevallo High's marching band and the city's first responders drive by. Several fire trucks and other station vehicles from neighboring cities also took part in the parade. The Montevallo Fire Department is accepting student volunteers who are interested in pursuing a career in the field. Remember, there's always more news 24/7 on our social media pages.
Just search for Vallo Vision News on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram for more stories throughout the week. We'll be right back with The Buzz.
Create your future as a social media manager, filmmaker, journalist, and so much more with a degree in communication studies and mass communication. Visit montevallo.edu/COFA for more information. You belong at Montevallo.
Welcome back to Vallo Vision News. Now it's time for The Buzz.
Victoria Pentecost joins us for a look at the stories that we've been buzzing about. Victoria?
Hey guys. Okay. So Publix has issued a voluntary recall of its deli white American cheese. The supermarket chain said the cheese made by the company Great Lakes Cheese may contain foreign material. The product was sold from the Publix deli refrigerated cases and may have been sold in customer order subs from October 3rd until Friday. Publix has pulled the potentially impacted product from its shelves. Customers who bought the cheese can return it to their local Publix for a full refund. Taylor Swift has taken the stage at some of the biggest music venues in the world. Now she's performed at what may be the smallest. She revealed on Twitter she performed a concert at the desk of All Songs Considered host Bob Boilen at NPR in Washington, D.C. It's part of NPR's long-running Tiny Desk concert series. The acoustic set list is rumored to include Lover, The Man, and All Too Well. The show was filmed and there's no release date yet beyond soon. The news comes after Taylor Swift's performance on NBC's Saturday Night Live. Tech fans are gearing up for Google's official launch of its new phone. The Pixel 4 is set to be unveiled at an event in New York City Tuesday. A lot is already known about the new phone, including that it will have 2 rear cameras and come in standard and XL sizes. The Pixel 4 will also feature more secure facial recognition and the use of AR gestures. Beyond the Pixel, Google is also expected to show off a 13.3-inch touchscreen laptop called the Pixel Book Go, a Google Watch, and an update to the Nest Mini speaker system. It's official, Alexa can now speak Spanish. Amazon says the virtual assistant's second language can now be accessed through its supported Echo and Alexa built-in devices. There's a brand new Spanish voice for Alexa, along with vocal knowledge and hundreds of skills. According to the company, Amazon says customers can switch to Espanol mode via the Alexa app. From there, a user can ask in Spanish for their favorite music, news, and weather, and controls for their smartphone. The multilingual mode allows a user to get an answer in the same language as the question.
That's pretty neat. That'd be a really good way to, I guess, like maybe learn Spanish, kind of test it out.
Oh, like
before
a
you go to
call and
public.
response with Alexa? Oh my gosh.
I'm surprised that it's just now that we're getting this. I thought we already had that.
Me too. Same.
Yeah,
I bet we see a lot more languages coming up now.
That would be nice. A shoe company says you can walk on water in their sneakers, and they aren't technically wrong. It's just in the way you picture. These are the Jesus shoes, and for a cool $1,400 and some change, you can get the experience of following in Christ's steps. These shoes have water from the Jordan River injected into their soles. The Brooklyn-based design company bought less than 24 pairs of Nike Air Max 97s for the collab culture venture. In addition to the holy water blessed by a priest, the white kicks feature a miniature crucifix, frankincense-scented insoles, and single drop of blood on the tongue to symbolize Jesus. The bottoms of the shoes are also dyed reddish tint to mimic the shoes worn by popes long ago. The shoes released Tuesday and sold out almost immediately. On the company's website, Mischief says more will be available October 22nd and subsequent 2nd and 4th Tuesdays of each month.
Wow.
$1,400 for some shoes.
That's a lot of money,
When
especially for tennis shoes.
Right, but when I first heard Jesus shoes, I thought they were talking about Birkenstocks
Yeah, I was
because of
thinking,
like
like,
Jesus
sandals.
sandals.
Yeah.
But no, like
This is
Jesus.
a whole nother level.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. Researchers say they have figured out Halloween's most popular candy. According to the Monmouth University, it's Reese's Peanut Butter Cups. The university says in a poll, 36% of Americans picked the chocolate and peanut butter treat as their favorite Halloween candy. But there is a caveat. The survey only had 8 top-selling candy brands to choose from. The list included Snickers, M&Ms, Hershey bars, and candy corn.
Reese's is probably my favorite. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you could put any candy on there. It's always Reese's,
Always.
especially the pumpkin-shaped ones.
Yes.
That's so much fun.
And the Christmas
They're
tree
cute.
ones at Christmas time
Yes.
too.
Yes,
For sure. I'm sure candy corn was like, I hope it was near the bottom.
I like candy corn.
It's like it's a season thing. Maybe
Yeah.
I'll like it one day, and then the next I'm like, no.
Yeah.
Well, that's all the time we have for today's show. Remember, there's more campus and community news on our website.
Just head over to vallovisionnews.wordpress.com to see stories from mass communication student reporters throughout the week. Thanks for watching, and be sure to tune in next week for Vallo Vision News.